And there we are. Hello. I'm just going to make a little video mainly for the benefit of my brother, um, but maybe the benefit of you as well if you're interested. I'm going to talk about Fortnite Chapter 2 because lots happened so far. We're probably into the latter part of the story. And if you're new to Fortnite, it's probably worth appreciating everything that's happened until now. Now, I started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2, Season 2, so I missed the first season. And all of this is based on what I remember from playing from Season 2 all the way through to the end of Season 6, which is where we are today. So, without much more ado, let's get on with it. I've made some notes. So, for me, Chapter 2, Season 2 started pretty much start of last year, 2020. And that's when I started playing properly. I'd played Fortnite a few times before then. I was aware of the lore, that there was some lore there. And I also remember the huge media outcry when at the end of Chapter 1, all the Fortnite servers got turned off for what felt like forever for some people, no doubt. But I think it was a few days. And I remember because my son was playing at the time. Whenever you logged into Fortnite, you just got a black screen with like a little black hole in the middle. And then suddenly something happened. And it turned out that that black hole, as the camera panned down, there was a whole new island, new characters, and a whole load of tweaks to gameplay that completely changed how the game played, but also completely changed the setting. And I know for a fact there are a lot of Zero Generation players who absolutely hated that change. But I guess Epic made that decision because, crikey, if you're playing on the same map for year after year, there's going to come a point where you need to make some changes to it. And I suspect between first iteration of the island map to the 10th iteration at the end of Season 10, they'd learn a lot. And I mean, Christ, who's to say that at the end of Chapter 2 that we aren't going to see something similar happen if Fortnite is going to continue? And I mean, why wouldn't Fortnite continue? Epic are making absolutely billions of dollars from people buying skins and playing Fortnite. So something happened in Season 1, Chapter 2, Season 1. Like I say, I didn't play that. But Chapter 2, Season 2 started, and there were two factions on the island. And those two factions were, of course, Ghost and Shadow. The spy-themed season with Meowscles, Brutus, Tiantina, crikey, what was her name? Tiantina. I should have done some research. She had wings on her hat and an annoying glider called Ollie that goes whee whenever you. But most importantly of all, their leader, Midas. As the season went on, we saw landmarks get destroyed, switch from one faction to the other, as players decided which faction would win, take over a specific location. The oil rig, which is where Tiantina was based, got destroyed. The yacht, which was Meowscles' base, got taken over by Deadpool. Meowscles had to find refuge up in the mountains in a place we now refer to as Catty Corner. The climax of the season, though, was when Midas revealed his master plan. The machine he'd been building for the entire 3 or 4 month period got revealed, and turned out to be a machine that would stop the storm from consuming the island on a 22-minute cycle. Now, I believe it was during this event that we, the player, as the towers went up and emitted their electromagnetic lightning bolts into the sky, that we got to see for the first time that there was something outside of the island. We got shots of an office and a character who looked not too dissimilar to someone we'd met before, Jonesy. Now, I think it became obvious over the following seasons that this other place, the imagined order, as we've come to find them, exists outside of the island and perhaps has some sort of control over the island. Midas's experiment, his machine, was successful. The storm receded. We saw clouds disappear from the sky, bright sunshine, and a calm descend over the island that's not existed as far as we are aware. That lasted for about 30 seconds, and then something awful happened. A tidal wave came in and destroyed the island as we knew it. Chapter 2, Season 3. The island started off flooded. That floodwater receded. We became akin to the sharks in the water. A lot of the key locations floated on rafts. But as the water receded, the island revealed itself once again. Those landmarks changed back to the way that we know them today. We also had the reveal of Coral Castle, which was Aquaman's sort of base. And that was kind of it for that season from my recollection. I found that season quite dull. In fact, I lost a lot of interest towards the end of that season. I don't remember Coral Castle being revealed. I don't think I even played through that bit. Towards the end of that season, though, we had Thor's hammer appear in a Nordic Bifrost symbol surrounded crater. And I think it became very obvious at that point we were in for a bit of a treat. The trailers revealed to us that many, many months ago, probably back at the end of chapter 1, Galactus, somewhere else, somewhere in the universe, in space, detected an immense energy source and started traveling towards that energy source. And that energy source was the 0 point. The chapter proceeded with more and more of Thor's allies coming to the island and helping out. Tony Stark came to the island. He brought an entire chunk of upstate New York with him, the Avengers headquarters, or Stark headquarters. He built machines around the island that manipulated gravity, time, space, whatever. And right at the end, as Galactus arrived at the island, Tony Stark's master plan was revealed to us. He'd been building all these machines because he was going to manipulate the loop, the time-space continuum around the island, and use it to force Galactus away. And it worked. He used the loop to produce billions of us in our flying battle buses, and we blew the hell out of Galactus. We all flew into his mouth and he got booped away. And once again, calm returned to the island. But there was an issue. Whilst Galactus was at the island, he dug into the ground and he pulled out, or he fed upon the 0 point, leaving the 0 point exposed. And that wasn't good. Jonesy, in the other place, in the Imagined Order headquarters, travelled to the island in an attempt to secure the 0 point. It's a source of amazing power that powers the island, I guess. Jonesy spent the entire of Chapter 2, Season 5 travelling between dimensions, assembling a group of heroes, the likes of the Predator, the Xenomorph from Alien, the T-800 from Terminator, Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, Master Chief from Halo, Kratos from God of War, all came to the island. And we wondered why. The reason why was because the 0 point in its exposed state was unstable. As the season progressed, we saw energy waves emitting from the 0 point to the point where cracks appeared. Jonesy summoned a member of the Seven. Now, the Seven in Fortnite lore, as far as I'm concerned, are a group of beings that exist outside of the island, presumably outside of the Fortnite universe, and not affected by the controls imposed on the island, and have an ultimate power of some sort. Jonesy summoned the Seven, and a member of the Seven, known to us as the Foundation, arrived. Now, the Seven have been to the island before. I've heard of them existing in Chapter 1. They have come to the island and constructed rockets and helped defeat big bad enemy things before. So what we see here, I think, is history repeating itself. The Foundation, summoned to the island, lands and immediately lets loose on anybody he can see. The Terminators, the Predators, everything start battling the Foundation. And right at the last minute, just before the Foundation kills Jonesy, Jonesy manages to convey why he summoned him to the island. The 0 point is unstable. It's going to blow up and destroy the universe as we know it. The Foundation forms a truce with Jonesy, and in that moment, we see that the Foundation has this incredible power. He puts all his power into containing the explosion from the 0 point, and in doing so changes the island completely. We see towers form around the island. The earth around the 0 point becomes scorched and barren, and what is left in its place is a massive tower with a glowing ball encased in stone or metal at the top. When we go to that location, we hear a hum. Occasionally, we've heard voices coming from it. The Foundation is trapped inside with the 0 point. As the seasons progressed, we've had quests that have we've heard what sounds like messages from the Foundation telling us that Jonesy knows the secret. And really, that's how this season has progressed until about a week ago. Because strange things have started happening on the island. And in the last few days, there have been sightings of UFOs. Players have been abducted, beamed up, and then dropped elsewhere on the island. Televisions have become scattered around the island, displaying a countdown to some unknown event. And that's kind of where we are today. Now, on social media, Epic have been teasing all sorts of things, notably the idea that there are aliens out there and they are coming for some reason. There are also lots of other leaks and things like that, and I'm not going to dive into leaks because it's pure speculation and rumors, and unfounded truths, God knows. I'd rather just look at what has actually happened. So today, as it stands, we are expecting something to happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. Is it going to be centered around the spire? Are we going to see the foundation emerge from the shell around the 0 point? Is the 0 point going to be dealt with somehow? What changes are going to happen to the island as a result of that? Well, all that remains to be seen in Chapter 2, Season 7. And that's where we are now. 24 hours, and we will hopefully find out. Anyway, look, I hope that's been useful to you. If you're going to join us for Chapter 2, Season 7, I would advise, if you don't have it already, buy the Battle Pass. In fact, don't buy the Battle Pass. Buy the Crew Pack. Now, the Crew Pack is a real bargain. £9.99 will get you 1,000 V-Bucks, which you can use to buy whatever you want in the shop. It will get you the June skin, the Mecha Cuddle Master. It will also get you the July skin that hasn't been revealed yet. It will get you a whole load of other stuff. If you're playing on the Xbox, you will unlock Save the World, which is an amazing campaign-based version of Fortnite. Completely different story. You're set in a world where the storm has caused the rise of this. I think that they called the Horde, or no, not the Horde. Whatever, zombies, and you've got to build bases and battle and save the world. The Crew Pack is really worth it because it also comes with the Battle Pass. Now, if you were to buy the Battle Pass alone, that's going to cost you £8 or £9. You may as well buy the Crew because it gives you the 2 skins, 1,000 V-Bucks, and Save the World. Plus a load of other goodies that will inevitably become available as the month goes on. Every week for the last 4 weeks, we've had loading screens, and those loading screens have told us the story of Cuddle Team Master before she even appeared in the shop for us. If you do buy the Crew, my recommendation, buy it and then go and cancel it straight away once you've claimed it, because that gives you all those goodies for the next 2 months. 1,000 V-Bucks, 2 Crew Pack skins, all the goodies, Battle Pass, Save the World. $9.99. It's a bargain. And then if in the start of August you like the Crew Pack that comes up and fancy another 1,000 V-Bucks, pay the $9.99 again and go cancel it. That'll give you another 2 months worth of Crew Pack skins. Right, so that's me done explaining where we are at the moment in a really, really basic high level form. There are plenty of other videos out there if you want to go watch PlayStation Grenade. Adamaru there, he will explain everything in intricate detail. That's my summary. I've probably missed tons of details, but it's just kind of to give you a little bit of insight into what the lore of Fortnite is and where we are today. And if you want to go read more, there's tons out there. I mean, my son at the moment, he's reading the Batman 0 Point comics. They look amazing. I've got a hardback version of those on order. I'm going to get those in September. That comic comes with a whole load of skins and add-ons and stuff like that, which they look really good. There's a really nice Harley Quinn skin. It looks like at the end we're getting a really, really tidy Batman skin in like body armor and stuff like that. Right. So I've been Jarvichi. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you want. And in the meantime, stay special.